Good morning. Today is Friday, February 14th, 2025. My name is Terrence, and this is NewsBYTEs. MegaBYTEs Thrive in 2025.
Welcome to NewsBYTEs. My name is Ian. Here we are at week 3 of I Love to Read month already. Hey Terrence, I'm predicting that this year's I Love to Read month will be one of the record books.
Probably because of the record number of books MegaBYTEs are reading this month. Let's check in with Mr. Ken and see how our MegaBYTEs are doing with this month's bingo board activity.
Mr. Cannon here with a quick update on our I Love to Read Bingo Board Challenge. As of Tuesday, we have had a total of 56 I Love to Read bingo submissions so far, 34 for week 1 and 22 for week 2. Now remember, to earn the I Love to Read Epic Prize, you must complete 4 out of 5 of the challenges. Week 3 is currently on your NewsBYTE Seesaw page, so keep submitting. And if you missed a week, don't worry. I'll release the first 2 activities on the final Wednesday of the month for those who got a slow start but still want to participate. So, keep reading and sending in those bingo activities.
Wow, that's a lot of books. Looks like our Epic Books account is getting quite the workout this month.
You can say that again, Ian.
Wow, that's a lot of books. Looks like our Epic Books account is getting quite the workout this month.
That's not what I meant. It's just a figure of speech. Anyways, we better get on with our show. Take it away, MegaBYTEs.
What's new code? My name is Zoe. Let's still I Love to Read month, of course. Last week, we had a student share why he loves to read. But this week, we have a new staff member who wants to share a book recommendation with us. I wonder who it is and what book they are going to share.
Hey Zoe, instead of a staff member sharing this week, I received a video from a new code student who really wanted to share his love of reading.
Let's find out.
Hello, NewsBYTEs. I love reading so much. And I always love reading too much. The Cookie book, I love it so much. And I'll keep it safe. Bye. Welcome to our MegaBYTE winter forecast. Today we start the weekend with a high of 26 and some snow showers possible this afternoon. And then we continue our winter pattern of dropping down to the single digits, then returning to the 20s by next Friday. And I hope you like clouds because there seem to be a lot this week. Enjoy! It's time for Dad Jokes with Don. Hey Don, what do books do when they get cold?
I don't know, Stella. What do books do when they get cold?
They wrap themselves in their covers. Take it away, Don.
As cold as it's been this week, I can totally relate. That's why I'm under my covers this week as well. Welcome to Dad Jokes with Don. As you probably guessed, this week's episode is all about books. Book jokes. So, like I say, when I get a new book, let's turn the page and get started.
What do you call a book about going upstairs? A step-by-step guide.
Wow, I think that joke took us to new heights. Speaking of new heights, I wonder what joke had the highest number of submissions this week. Let's find out.
Why is the library so tall? I don't know. Why? Because it has so many stories. Okay. I started to read a book about mazes. Yeah, I got lost in it.
I know what you mean. I feel like I'm lost in one now.
My book on clock finally arrived. It's about time.
Just like that last joke, I'm afraid we're all out of time. But I'm so happy to see all of the great book jokes being submitted this month. Keep sending them in so I can share more next week. See you then.
Welcome to the closing thought. Our closing thought comes from Miss Brower.
Good morning, MegaBYTEs. It's Miss Brower. I am here today to talk to you about what is so great about reading, because it is I Love to Read Month, right? So one of the coolest things about reading is that you can go to places that you couldn't actually go to in real life. So if I want to read about a magical land, right, it will transport me right to this land. And maybe it's an imaginary land, or maybe it's a real place that you can't go to, but you can read about it and you can learn all about it and feel like you're there. The other thing I love about reading is that it teaches people, us, how to put ourselves in other people's shoes. And I don't mean actually wearing their shoes. When I say put ourselves in other people's shoes, I mean it takes people and it helps us to think about what it would be like to be someone else and to have their experiences. So when we read books, it teaches us to take other people's lives and perspective into consideration. It helps us think about what that might be like. And then it helps us become better as we identify more with other people. So reading's amazing. It's going to be really cold this weekend. So everybody should curl up, find a cozy spot, and transport yourself to another world or put yourself in someone else's shoes. MegaBYTEs, I hope you have a great weekend, and we will see you back here on Tuesday. Bye.
Thank you, Miss Brower, but back to your host.
Well, MegaBYTEs, that brings us to the end of this week's show.
Tune in next week to find out.
How many MegaBYTEs are on their way to earning an epic prize for reading? Did MegaBYTE find any good books about kindness? And most importantly, how many books could a bookworm read if a bookworm could read books?
All this and more next week on NewsBYTEs.
Take a bite out of reading.
Well, MegaBYTEs, that brings us to the end of this show.
Week 3 is currently on your NewsBYTEs